You've been drinking tea every morning for years. But what if it's not helping you anymore? It's 6:30 a.m. The sun peeks through your curtains. You slowly get out of bed, stretch your back, and walk to the kitchen. There it is, your comforting cup of morning tea, warm, familiar, like an old friend. But lately, something doesn't feel quite right. Your stomach churns before breakfast. You feel dizzy if you move too quickly. And your medication? It doesn't seem to work the same. Could that gentle cup of tea be silently causing these issues? You're not alone. Many seniors over 60 follow tea habits that seem healthy, but actually interfere with digestion, iron, absorption, and even how medications work. But don't worry. You don't have to give up tea. You just need to avoid 5 common mistakes. And stay with me till the end. I'll share one gentle bonus tip that could turn your morning tea into a true health booster. Welcome to Senior Health and Happiness, where we believe that aging can be graceful, strong, and joyful. Let's take care of your health, one simple habit at a time. And make sure to stay until the very end. We've included a gentle bonus tip that could make your daily routine even better. In today's video, we're going to explore something that might surprise you. Your morning tea, that comforting ritual, could be doing more harm than good if certain habits go unnoticed. For many seniors, tea is part of a peaceful morning. But behind that warm mug, there are small mistakes that can build up over time. You may feel tired before noon. You might be missing nutrients, even while eating well. And your medicine might not be working the way it should. But don't worry, this isn't about fear. It's about awareness and small adjustments that make a big difference. Let's gently walk through these 5 habits together and learn how to keep your morning tea both comforting and safe. Habit 1. Drinking tea on an empty stomach. Let me introduce you to Helen. Helen is 67. She's retired, loves gardening, and starts every morning with a quiet cup of green tea while watching the sunrise. It's her peaceful moment, no phone. No noise, just her, the birds, and her warm tea. But lately, Helen noticed something odd. Right after drinking her tea, she felt queasy. Her stomach would make uncomfortable noises. Sometimes she'd get a little shaky. She thought maybe she was just hungry or aging was finally catching up. Then one morning, she skipped tea to take a short walk first. And to her surprise, the discomfort never came. No queasiness. No jitters, just energy and calm. So what happened? Well, the issue wasn't the tea itself, it was when she was drinking it. You see, when we drink tea first thing in the morning, before eating anything, we ask our stomach to process something sharp without any protection. Tea, especially black and green tea, contains something called tannins. Tannins give tea that slightly bitter taste. They're not dangerous, but on an empty stomach, they can increase stomach acid, irritate the lining of the stomach, and create that fluttery, unsettled feeling. For some seniors, it may even trigger acid reflux or nausea. And if you've been feeling lightheaded or a little anxious after your morning tea, that might be the caffeine hitting your system before your blood sugar is ready. So what can you do? You don't have to give up tea. You just need to change when and how you drink it. Try this instead. When you wake up, give your body a gentle start. Sit up slowly. Stretch, sip some water, first to hydrate your digestive system. Then, before reaching for tea, eat a little something. It doesn't need to be a full breakfast. Just a small bite to coat your stomach. Maybe a banana. Half a slice of whole grain toast. A few almonds if you prefer something light. Then, after 15 to 30 minutes, enjoy your tea. Not only will you feel better, but you'll also protect your stomach lining and reduce the risk of energy crashes later in the morning. This tiny shift made a world of difference for Helen. Her morning tea became enjoyable again, without the uncomfortable side effects. And maybe you felt something similar too, that subtle nausea, that post-tea fatigue. Have you ever wondered why it happens? Your body isn't failing you. It's simply asking for a softer start. So tomorrow, try pairing your tea with a small, nourishing snack. It might be the gentlest gift you can give yourself and your digestion. Habit 2. Mixing tea with medication time. Let's talk about Frank. He's 72, a retired high school teacher, and one of the most thoughtful people you could meet. Every morning, without fail, he sits at his kitchen table with his morning tea and takes his medication, a blood pressure pill, a vitamin D supplement, and sometimes an aspirin if his joints ache. To Frank, this made perfect sense. He thought, tea is warm, gentle, and full of antioxidants, better than plain water, right? But over time, his doctor noticed something strange. Frank's blood pressure wasn't responding as expected. His vitamin levels were low, even though he was supplementing. He began to feel confused, a little foggy, and he didn't know why. After a closer look, the doctor asked a simple question. Are you taking your medication with your tea? Frank nodded, smiling. It was a peaceful routine for him. But here's what his doctor gently explained, and what I want to share. With you too, tea may seem harmless, but it's not just a drink, especially when it comes to the timing of your medication. Let's break this down slowly. Both green and black tea, which are most commonly consumed, contain polyphenols and tannins. These natural compounds can bind to certain minerals and medications in your stomach. That means your body might not absorb them fully. Instead of entering your bloodstream where they can help you, parts of the medicine may pass through your system unused. That's not all. Caffeine in tea, even in small amounts, can speed up digestion, moving the medication too quickly through your gut. So instead of being absorbed gradually, it rushes through, and its effect fades faster. Let's take a look at just a few examples. Green tea has been shown to reduce the effectiveness of beta blockers, a common heart medication. Black tea can interfere with thyroid medicine and iron supplements. Even over-the-counter calcium or magnesium pills can be affected. Now, this doesn't mean you have to stop drinking tea. And it doesn't mean your medication isn't working at all, but it does mean your timing matters more than you might think. So what can you do? It's simpler than you might expect. Start your day with a glass of plain water. Cool or warm, whatever feels best. Use this water to take your medications and wait at least 30 to 60 minutes before sipping your tea. You can even set a gentle timer or keep a small note on the fridge to remind you. Some seniors keep a notebook, like a tea and medicine journal, where they track how they feel. Frank started doing this too. He wrote down when he took his pills, when he drank his tea, and how he felt by noon. Within a few weeks, he noticed real improvements. His blood pressure became more stable, his energy levels rose. And best of all, he didn't have to give up his tea. He just had to give it a little space. Does this sound like your routine? Have you ever taken a pill with tea and felt like it didn't quite do its job? Sometimes the smallest tweaks, like separating medicine and tea by just 30 minutes, can make all the difference. So, tomorrow morning, try this gentle change. Take your medications with water first. Give your body a little time. Then sit down with your warm cup of tea and enjoy it, knowing your medicine is doing its best work behind the scenes. You're not just drinking tea. You're supporting your whole system, one thoughtful habit at a time. Habit 3, overbrewing or making it too strong. Now let's visit Clara. She's 74. A retired librarian with a quiet, elegant way of living. Clara has a favorite teacup, delicate porcelain with tiny blue flowers. Every morning, she fills it with her favorite black tea and lets it steep and steep and steep 10 minutes, sometimes more. She likes it strong, the bolder, the better, she always says with a wink. But over the past few months, Clara noticed something troubling. Her heart would race a little. She'd feel dry-mouthed before breakfast. Occasionally, she'd get dizzy standing up too fast. She thought maybe it was her age or not drinking enough water. But her doctor had a different thought, one that might surprise you too. He asked, "How long do you brew your tea?" Clara was puzzled. How could steeping tea longer, something so simple, make a difference? Here's what her doctor explained. Tea contains caffeine and tannins, as we've talked about, but the longer you let tea steep, the more of these compounds are released. A gentle brew, steeped for 2 to 3 minutes, gives you warmth and flavor, with modest caffeine and tannin levels. But steeping for 10 minutes or more? That turns your tea into something far more intense. It raises caffeine levels, which can speed up your heart rate, cause restlessness, or even interfere with sleep, especially for seniors who may be more sensitive. And those tannins? They can increase stomach acid, dry out your mouth, and create that bitter, harsh aftertaste. Not only that, strong tea is dehydrating. Yes, tea has water in it. But when it's too strong, its diuretic effect becomes more noticeable. That means more frequent urination and a higher chance of feeling depleted or lightheaded, especially in the morning before you've had breakfast or electrolytes. Clara realized something. On the mornings she brewed her tea for just a few minutes, she felt calmer, steadier. On the days she overbrewed it, her heart felt like it was racing a little marathon. So what did she do? She made one small change. She began using a timer, 2 to 3 minutes, that's all. She'd set the timer, close her eyes, take a few deep breaths, and when the timer rang, her tea was ready. It still tasted wonderful. Still gave her that warm, peaceful moment, but it no longer overwhelmed her body. You can do this too. If you enjoy black or green tea, try steeping it for just 2 to 3 minutes. And if you find that even gentle tea still makes you feel too wired or uneasy, consider switching to herbal teas like chamomile, rooibos, or lemon balm. They're naturally caffeine-free, they're soothing, and they support digestion and sleep, 2 things we all cherish more. As we age, have you ever felt jittery or unusually thirsty after tea? It might not be the tea itself, it might just be the strength. So tomorrow morning, when you prepare your cup, give your body a softer brew, just a few minutes of patience, a lighter hand, a stronger sense of calm. Sometimes a gentle cup is the kindest one. Habit 4, adding too much sugar or sweeteners. Let's meet Joe. He's 69, a retired bus driver, full of stories and laughter. Joe starts every morning sitting on his porch with a steaming cup of black tea, sweetened with 2 big spoons of sugar, sometimes even more if he's feeling sluggish. Gotta give myself a little kick, he jokes. It's part of his daily comfort. That familiar sweetness helps him ease into the day. But over the past year, Joe noticed some changes. His waistline grew a little, even though his meals hadn't changed. He felt tired more often. His doctor told him his blood sugar levels were creeping up dangerously close to prediabetes. At first, Joe didn't think his tea had anything to do with it. After all, it's just a couple spoonfuls of sugar, not a soda or a slice of cake. But then his doctor explained something important. When we add sugar to tea, especially on an empty stomach, it enters the bloodstream quickly. For older adults, this sugar spike can put stress on the pancreas, raise insulin levels, and contribute to fatigue later in the day. Over time, these daily sugar boosts may lead to weight gain, insulin resistance, and even heart complications. Even more concerning, many seniors switch from sugar to artificial sweeteners, thinking they're a healthier choice. But research shows that some sweeteners, like aspartame or saccharin, can disrupt gut bacteria, increase cravings, and confuse the body's natural hunger signals. Joe's doctor gently said, "Your tea should energize you, not drain you." So Joe decided to try something different. And here's what you can do too. Start by gradually reducing how much sugar you add. If you use 2 spoons, go down to 1.5 for a week. Then 1. Eventually your taste buds will adjust. What once seemed bitter will begin to taste balanced. But Joe didn't stop there. He explored natural flavor boosters. He added a slice of fresh ginger for warmth, a few mint leaves for coolness, a dash of cinnamon, which helps stabilize blood sugar, and a squeeze of lemon, which brightens flavor and supports digestion. Soon, his morning tea became a flavorful ritual, not a sugar habit. He felt lighter, more alert. His blood sugar improved, and his morning tea still felt like his favorite part of the day. Have you ever added sugar to tea out of habit, not taste? Take a moment to notice. Do you really need that second spoonful, or are you just used to it? Sometimes, sweetness isn't in the sugar. It's in the warmth of the cup, the quiet of the morning, the peace of knowing you're taking care of yourself. So tomorrow, take a small step. Try your tea with less sugar or none at all. Add a gentle twist of lemon, a hint of spice, and let your body and your taste buds thank you. Joe made that change. You can too. and your heart, your blood sugar, and your future self will be better for it. Habit 5. Ignoring iron absorption issues. Let me introduce you to Maria. She's 66, a retired nurse with a big heart and a love for cooking. Maria takes care of herself. She eats plenty of vegetables, cooks lentil soups, and even takes an iron supplement her doctor recommended. But something didn't add up. Despite eating well, Maria still felt tired by midday. She'd get winded walking upstairs. Her hands were colder than usual, and she felt foggy, like her brain was wrapped in cotton. A routine blood test revealed the answer: her iron levels were too low. Maria was confused. "I eat my spinach," she said. "I never miss a supplement." That's when her doctor asked, "When do you drink your tea?" She blinked. "Right after breakfast, every morning with my meal." Here's what her doctor gently explained, and what every senior should know. Tea, especially black and green tea, contains polyphenols and tannins, compounds that can bind to iron in your food and make it harder for your body to absorb. This is especially true for non-heme iron, the kind found in plant-based foods like beans, lentils, tofu, and leafy greens. It's already harder for the body to absorb compared to the iron in meat, and tea makes it even more difficult. So, even if you're eating the right foods or taking supplements, drinking tea too close to those meals could be quietly robbing you of the benefits. Maria was shocked. She thought tea helped her digestion, and in many ways it does. But not when it gets in the way of essential nutrients. So what did she do? She made a gentle change. Instead of drinking her tea during or immediately after breakfast, she moved it to mid-morning, about 1 to 2 hours later. She let her breakfast, rich in iron, do its work first. Then she enjoyed her tea once digestion had begun. Within a month, Maria felt the difference. She had more energy, her hands were warmer. She didn't feel as tired by noon. And when she rechecked her iron levels, they were slowly climbing back up. You can do the same. If you enjoy tea, and many of us do, give your iron a little space. Here's a simple rhythm you can try. Eat your iron-rich breakfast, oatmeal with raisins and egg or spinach on toast. Then wait about 1 to 2 hours before having your tea. If you take iron supplements, space your tea even farther, or move your tea time to the afternoon instead. This one shift can make a big difference over time, especially if you already struggle with low energy or borderline anemia. And remember, if you take vitamin C with your iron, like a little orange or bell pepper, it helps your body absorb the iron better. But tea, if consumed too close, works against it. Have you been drinking tea with your meals? You're not alone. It's a habit many of us pick up without realizing what's happening inside our bodies. But now you know better. And knowing better means you can choose better, not perfectly, just more wisely. Maria didn't give up her tea, she just moved it. And that small act of kindness toward her body made all the difference. So tomorrow morning, consider this gentle change. Let your food give you strength. Then, when the time is right, let your tea bring you peace. Your body, especially your blood, will thank you. Let's take a deeper look at something that often gets overlooked: how your morning tea might be interfering with your medication. Tea feels so natural, so soothing. It doesn't seem like something that could complicate your health plan. But for seniors, the timing of tea can make all the difference. Here's why. When you take medication, your body begins a careful process. The pill enters your stomach. Your digestive system slowly breaks it down, allowing the medicine to enter your bloodstream where it can do its job. But when you drink tea too close to that moment, especially green or black tea, it can change how your body absorbs the medication. The caffeine and tannins in tea speed up digestion or bind to certain chemicals, making some medications less effective or harder to absorb. Think about it like a traffic jam in your stomach. Your medicine is trying to get through, but the tea blocks the road or pushes it out too fast. This is especially important for heart medications, thyroid pills, iron supplements, and even some antidepressants. So what's the better path? Try creating a gentle buffer. Take your medication first, with water only. Wait 30 to 60 minutes. Then sit down and enjoy your tea without worry. You can even turn that waiting time into a moment of peace. Stretch a little, breathe, listen to music. Let your body prepare itself for the day. And if you're unsure about how your tea might interact with a specific medication, ask your pharmacist or doctor. They'll appreciate your awareness. It's not about being perfect. It's about giving your body a better chance to heal, focus, and thrive. Frank learned this. And since spacing out his pills and tea, he's had more consistent energy, better blood pressure, and fewer side effects. You can do the same. 1 cup, 1 choice, 1 wise habit at a time. Before we close, here's a little bonus, something simple but surprisingly powerful. Tomorrow morning, when you make your tea, try adding a pinch of cinnamon or a slice of fresh ginger. Cinnamon isn't just tasty, it helps stabilize blood sugar and supports heart health. Ginger soothes the stomach, eases digestion, and reduces inflammation. These natural additions don't just make your tea smell wonderful, they turn it into a gentle healing ritual. And the best part, no sugar needed. Just warmth, comfort, and a boost of wellness in every sip. It's a small act of care, but it can ripple through your entire day. And if you stayed with us this far, that tells me something special. You care about your health, you believe in small, steady change, and that mindset right there is the real superpower. You've just taken a meaningful step toward caring for your body after 60, and that's something to be proud of. Morning tea can still be your peaceful ritual, but now you know how to make it truly work for you, not against you. Simple shifts like waiting after medication, eating a light snack first, or cutting back on sugar can make a lasting difference in how you feel. And don't forget that gentle bonus tip, add a slice of ginger or a dash of cinnamon to your tea tomorrow. Let it warm your body and calm your morning. Health isn't about perfection. It's about kindness, consistency, and honoring what your body needs today. Thank you for spending your time with Senior Health and Happiness. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and most of all, stay kind to yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one small habit you're adding to your daily routine? Your story might inspire someone else.